Hello, this is Top Stories on Viewer Television, and I am Chinon Sopam with the updates. Reinstated chairman of the Kano State Anti-Corruption Commission, Barrister Muyi Magaji, has promised to reopen the alleged dollar fraud case against former Governor Abdullahi Ganduje. And it will be recalled that a video went viral of Ganduje allegedly collecting kickbacks from contractors to the tune of $5 million. Although the ex-governor had denied the allegations, saying the videos were doctored, and even proceeded to court claiming damages, and also filed a suit in March 2023 and served EFCC on June 5th, asking the Federal High Court to grant him perceptual injunction against the commission from probing him on the dollar videos. But Rimingado has insisted the case has to be deeply investigated. And now President Bola Tinubu will hold bilateral meetings with his counterparts or their delegations from France, the United States of America, Sweden, and two others at the Paris Financial Pact Summit, which begins on Thursday. The special advisor to the president on special duties, communications, and strategy, Dele Alake, spoke with journalists in Paris. Alake said the request for meetings with Tinubu is an apparent offshoot of his administration's economic policies implementation in the past 3 weeks since assuming office. The presidential spokesman said the two-day summit would enable Tinubu, who is on his first foreign trip since his inauguration, to network and attract foreign direct investment to the country. And the Benue State Assembly on Wednesday recommended the suspension of all 23 elected local government chairmen and their councillors in the state. The lawmakers also recommended that the chairmen immediately hand over the affairs of their respective councils to their directors of general service and administration. And you recall that the local government chairmen who were elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party and were inaugurated in June 2022 for a 2-year term had secured the judgment of the National Industrial Court in Makurdi, guaranteeing their full tenure. And the ex-will chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Abdulrasheed Bauer, is still in the custody of the Department of State Service. 1 week after he was suspended, although officials of the secret police have yet to make offense of the embattled former anti-graft agency boss public, it was learned that Bauer is still being grilled over his role in the currency redesign. The source said there are other issues he's being grilled on, but his role in the February cash crunch topped his issues. It will be recalled that operatives of SSS immediately picked him up shortly after he was suspended by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Meanwhile, human rights advocates and civil society organizations have faulted the continued detention of the former EFCC chairman, calling on the secret police to either charge him to court or release him. And our Federal High Court in Abuja has reinstated Mahadi Aliyu Gusau as the Deputy Governor of Zamfara State. Gusau and the People's Democratic Party filed the action over the moves that eventually led to his impeachment in February 2022 by the Zamfara State House of Assembly. Gusau and the People's Democratic Party filed the action over the moves that eventually led to his impeachment in February 2022 by the Zamfara State House of Assembly. Justice Eyang Eko held that the indictment by the judicial panel constituted by former Governor Bello Matawali and his impeachment was done in disregard to the matter before the court. The judge said the action amounted to self-help and taking the laws into their hands. Members of the West African Elders Forum, led by former President Goodluck Jonathan, have arrived in Freetown, Sierra Leone's capital, ahead of Saturday's general election. The communications officer of the Goodluck Jonathan Foundation, Welt Dixon Omanabo, confirmed their arrival in a statement, said the delegation also includes Kadri Kwadrauga, a former Burkinabe prime minister, and a one-time president of the Economic Community of West African State, ECOWAS. The statement said the forum, through the visit, aims to encourage and support a peaceful and democratic transition in Sierra Leone. And labor centers in the universities are divided over the student loan policy initiated by the federal government due to begin in September. The policy has further deepened the division between the Congress of Nigerian Universities Academics and the Academic Staff Union of Universities. while Konoa is in support of the policy. ASU described it as discriminatory against poor parents, but parents are backing the federal government's plan. Konoa said students could approach an education bank for loans to fund their studies under the law. ASU argued that those whose parents' yearly earnings surpass 500,000 naira will be excluded. And that's all on Top Stories. Many thanks for watching. I am Chinan Supan. Please do stay tuned and enjoy the rest of our programs.